Patti LuPone has never been one to hold back, and in her latest interview, she once again proves that the spotlight doesn't dim when the curtains close. Her candid revelations have sparked conversation, reflection, and controversy, pulling back the velvet curtain on Broadway's hidden tensions. Speaking with The New Yorker, LuPone didn't sugarcoat her thoughts about fellow Broadway titan Audra McDonald. Not a friend, she stated flatly. No hesitation. No backpedaling. Just that, a simple severing of association. And while she offered no further details, the absence of explanation spoke volumes. When pressed about McDonald's support of a social media post accusing LuPone of racial microaggressions, her response was sharp. "That's typical of Audra," she said. 4 words that carried decades of history, tension, and unspoken narratives. These two women have stood on the same stages, sung the same notes, and bowed to the same crowds. From Sweeney Todd in 2000 to Mahogany in 2007, their past is entwined in the echoes of applause and curtain calls. But today, the harmony is gone. McDonald now stars as Rose in Gypsy, a role once owned by LuPone, a role that brought her a Tony and carved her name into Broadway granite. When asked what she thought of McDonald's interpretation of Rose, LuPone didn't offer critique. Instead, she stared out the window, letting silence do the talking. "What a beautiful day," she finally said. It was praise wrapped in indifference, or maybe indifference wrapped in restraint. LuPone's discontent with the current Broadway landscape doesn't stop with McDonald. She's voiced her frustrations with the industry itself. The title of the New Yorker profile says it all: Patti LuPone is done with Broadway. She described her experience in The Roommate, a production she shared with Mia Farrow, as a turning point. She left it not with satisfaction, but with resignation. "I washed my hands of a couple of people in the business," she admitted. It was a cleansing statement, a way of saying the stage she once revered had changed. And then came Hell's Kitchen, not the neighborhood, but the show. It ran next door to The Roommate. LuPone had issues with the sound bleeding through the walls. She voiced those concerns, then tried to soften the message with flowers. But kindness doesn't always erase conflict. A viral moment surfaced: LuPone refusing to sign a Hell's Kitchen playbill. "They're too loud," she said. The video spread fast. Opinions spread faster. Actor Keisha Lewis responded with conviction. In an Instagram video, she addressed LuPone directly. She called her actions racially microaggressive. She called them bullying, offensive, rude, rooted in privilege. "They lack a sense of community," she said. It was a message for LuPone, and for everyone watching. In just a few moments, a deep rift was exposed. This wasn't simply about noise complaints. This was about how artists treat each other. How legends use their voice. How power is exercised, and how it's perceived. LuPone didn't issue a public apology. She didn't recant. She stood by her words, her actions, her version of the truth. And that is perhaps the most Patti LuPone thing of all. To some, that's integrity. To others, it's insensitivity. Either way, it's unforgettable. Audra McDonald, on the other hand, remained largely silent. Her choice to not engage may be strategic, or simply a reflection of grace under fire. While LuPone spoke, McDonald stood still. In this war of words, sometimes silence roars louder. Broadway has always been a place of dazzling illusion and behind-the-scenes drama. But this moment forces the public to confront what happens when that drama spills out of the wings and onto the streets. LuPone's place in theater history is secure. Her legacy, shaped by decades of groundbreaking performances and fierce independence, will not be erased by a single controversy. But it may be complicated by it. As new generations take the stage, expectations shift. Leadership demands empathy. Influence requires responsibility. And respect must flow in every direction. This isn't just a feud. It's a flashpoint. Patti LuPone has chosen to be blunt. To be unfiltered. And in doing so, she's ignited a conversation far bigger than herself. Theater isn't just about the roles we play. It's about the values we carry. The voices we amplify. The community we build. LuPone's voice is unmistakable. But even the boldest voices must now reckon with the echo.